कीटकाय प्रसृतानशेषान् औत्सुक्यमोहारदिताञ्चखान् योगोपवैद्याय नमोऽस्तु तस्मै. Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start with Sneha Vidya Adhyaya. So far, the first 15 chapters in Ashtanga Hridaya is giving you a very good detailed description regarding the basic aspects. There, the therapeutic aspects were not discussed much. Afterwards, from the 16th onwards, we can see there is a wide description of the Kriya Kalpas. Various therapeutic procedures have been mentioned from the 16th. And you all know that the main line of treatment, Shodhanam, Chamanam, Cheri, Samasad, Aushadam, Ditha, means Shodhana and Chamana are two types of treatment modalities. Among this Shodhana, that is of 5 types, Niruham, Vamanam, Kaya, Shiroreka, Astra, Visruti. So, prior to performing any sort of Shodhana, mainly the Snehana and Svedana are employed. That is a must essential. Other than Shodhana also, this Snehana is having much role in our body, maintenance of the health. So that is why Acharya gives an exclusive chapter on Sneha, and next is about Sweta, that is Sweta Vidyadhyaya, and after that only he starts description about the Vamana, Virajana. After that, in 19th chapter is Basti, and 20th chapter is about the Nasya. So with this, we are about to start with Sneha Vidya Adhyaya, and before going further, I would like to introduce myself, Dr. Vidyanand Mohan, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Ayurveda, Department of Basic Principles, Gokul Global University, Singapore. So first of all, introduction. Snehana is the process by which Snigdhata is attained in Sharira. It is of two types, that is Bahya as well as Abhyantara, that is external as well as internal. Snehana is must prior to Shodhana Chikitsa. For the purpose of Shavana or Brahmana also, Snehana is practiced. The first shloka is about properties of Snehana Dravya. Guru Shita Sarasnigdham Antak Sushma Mrudu Dravam Aushadham Snehanam Prayo. This is the first shloka which is explaining about the properties of a Snehana Dravya. In Snehana Dravya, you can take, it is having these properties. A Snehana Dravya is having gunas which include Guru, Shita, Sara, Snigdha, Manda, Sukshma, Mrutu and Drava. A Dravya having opposite of these gunas, that is Lakhu, Ushna, Stira, Ruksha, Tishna, Stula, Katina and Sandra bring about the Rukshan, that is the exact opposite of Snehana. Then Acharya describes about Chadusneha. Chadusneha means these are the 4 major varieties of Sneha Dravyas, which include Sarpir Majja Vasa Tailam Sneheshu Pravaram Matam. This is the sloka. Sarpi or Khridra, that is ghee. Taila is gingerly oil or the sesame seed oil. Vasa is muscle fat. Majja is bone marrow. These are the 4 major varieties of Sneha. Then Acharya describes about superiority of Khrida among Chadusneha. Tatrabija Uttamam Sarpa Samskarasya Anuvartanat Madhuryat Avidahitvat Janmadevaja Sheelanat. This is what the superiority of the Khrida. Among these 4 Sneha, Khrida is considered as most important because of the certain reasons which include Madhuryat. Due to its Madhuri Rasa is considered as the best as it provides excellent strength to the Sharira compared to other rasas. You had studied in Aishkami Adhyaya. Rasaha Swadamna Levana Tiktoshna Kashayakaha Shadravya Masridasteja Yatha Purvam Belavaha. In the preceding order, starting with Madhuri Rasa, it gives more strength. That is the one reason. Then another is Avidahitvat. Khrida doesn't produce Vidaha, that is excessive thirst. Usually you might have observed if you are taking more Sneha Dravyas inside oily substances, we may be feeling the thirst. But Khrida doesn't produce this Vidaha, and Janma Tevaja Sheelanath. Every individual get accustomed to the practice of the ghee since birth. Means in the various preparations are advised for the child. That is also we are adding Khrida. That's why because of these reasons, Khrida is considered as Sreshta among this Chadusneha. Then afterwards, Acharya describes about the dosha karma of this Chatusneha. He says, Pittajnaste yathapurvam idaratna yathotaram. That is the dosha karma. Krita, Majja and Vasa alleviate Pitta dosha mainly. Among these, Krita is best for alleviating Pitta compared to Majja and Vasa, and Majja alleviates Pitta more compared to Vasa. Then Taila, Vasa and Majja alleviate Vata dosha and Kapha dosha mainly. Among these, Taila is best for alleviating Vata and Kapha compared to Vasa and Majja. Vasa alleviates Vata and Kapha more compared to Majja. After that, Acharya describes about the Gurutva of this different sneha or this Chadusneha. He says, Krida Tailam Guru Vasa Taila Majja Tadobija. Tailat Majja Tadobija. He says, Majja is most Guru among the Chadusneha. Taila is Guru compared to Krida and Vasa is more Guru compared to Taila. Then he says about combination of different Sneha Dravyas. He says, Dwabhyam Tribit Chadurbiste Yamagas Trivrudo Mahan. That is Yamagasneha, Trivrutsneha, and Mahasneha. This combination, we are giving name for this particular combinations. If there is a combination of two Sneha Dravyas, it is called as Yamagasneha. For example, Krida plus Taila. And Trivrutsneha is combination of three Sneha Dravyas. That is Krida plus Taila and Vasa. That is one example. Then Mahasneha means combination of four Sneha Dravyas. That is the combination of Chadusneha, that is Krida, Taila, Vasa and Majja. Then Acharya describes about indications of Snehana. It is also called as Sneha Arhas or Snehyaha. In the examination, they may be asking directly like indications of Snehana, or sometimes they may be asking explain Sneha Arhas or Snehyas. So then you have to answer this one, which is having the shloka Sweti Samshodya Madhyastri व्यायाम आसक्त चिंतकाः वृद्ध बालाबलकृश रूक्ष क्षीणास्त्र रेतसः वादार्थ सेन्दतिमिर दारुण प्रतिबोधिनः स्नेह्याः. Those who are indicated for snehana and samshodhana, for them you should definitely go for snehana. Here you have those who are indicated for svedana as well as samshodhana. Those who indulge in madhya, that is alcohol intake, stri, that is stri seva or maithuna karma, and vyayama, that is physical exercise, chintakaha, one who thinks a lot. For such people, naturally they will be having the mental strain. Then vruddha, that is old age, bala, that is child or children, abala means weak or debilitated, then krisha means emaciated individuals. For them, snehana is advised. Again for ruksha, a person who is devoid of, whose body is devoid of snehamsha. Then an individual affected by raktakshaya and shukrakshaya, vadartha, an individual who suffers from vata prakopa, then sendha, timira, etc. These two are eye diseases. For these conditions, you are advised to have snehana. Then afterwards he says about contraindications of snehana. They are also known as asnehyaha or sneha anarhas, that include tu ati mandaki tishnaki sthula durbalaha ऊरिस्तंभादि साराम गलरोग गरोदरेहि मूर्छा चरतेरजुर श्लेष्मा तृष्णा मद्देश्च पीडिताः अपप्रसूता युक्तेश्च नस्ये बस्तो विरेचने. अतिमंदाग्नि अतितीक्ष्णाग्नि, that is two extreme conditions. A person with much weak digestive capacity as well as much increased digestive capacity. Then atistula, the too much obese individual. Similarly, atidurbala, too much weak individual, one who suffers from the vyadis or the clinical conditions, which include Uristamba, Atisara, Amadosha, Galaroga, Garavisha, Uttara, Murcha, Charti, Aruchi, and Kapaja Vikaras. Then Krishna, Madhya Vikara, and other conditions include Apaprasuta, improper delivery of child, means any sort of birth defects or during the complications in the delivery time. Then immediately after performing Nasya, Basti, Virechana, etc. Also, one should not go for Snehana, means they are not fit for Snehana Chikitsa or Snehana Karma. Then afterwards, Acharya describes about specific indications of Krudha, that is ghee. Tatra dhi smriti medakni kangshinam shasyade kridam. Krida is specifically indicated for the individuals who are desirous of ghee, smriti, and medha. Dhi and medha, they are both are represent intellect. One is the intellect and one is retention capacity, and smriti refers memory. Here it should be interesting to see the properties of krida as told in Dravadravya Vijnaniyam Adhyayam also. Shastam Disprati Medakti Balayu Shukrachakshusham Balavruddha Prajakanti Saukumari Sorartina Shatakshina Parisarpa Shastrakti Kalpitatmana Vata Pitta Vishonmata Shosha Lakshmi Jorapaham Snehana Uttamam Sheetam Vaisas Tabanam Param Sahasra Vidyam Vidibhir Kridam Karmas Kridam Karma Sahasra Madavasmara Murchaya Shira Karnakshi Yonijan Puranam Jedi Vyadhi Pranashodhana Ropanam. This is again the description of the Krida. There also the Dhi, Smriti, Medha, Agni, etc. are mentioned, and those who are desirous of Ayu, Shukra, Chakshur, Bala, etc. Then it is conducive for Bala, Vriddha. Then Praja Kanti, Praja refers to the progeny. Then Kanti towards the luster, Saukumarida of the body, and those who are desirous of voice. Then Shatakshina, it is good for Shatakshina, means after Urakshata. Then Visarpavyadi, but in Visarpa initial conditions, this Snehana is contraindicated. Then Shastrakti Kalapidatmana, those who got weak by the being affected by the Shastra, means any sort of surgical applications, Agni Karma, then etc. Then Vata Pitta Vishovan Mata, there is whenever in the body there is dominance of Vata dosha, Pitta dosha, Visha, then Unmata condition it is good, Shosha condition, Alakshmi, it cures Alakshmi and it cures Jwara, it eradicates Alakshmi. Snehanam Uttamam, which is considered as the best. In this chapter also Acharya describes Krida is considered as the best, and it is having the Shita Virya and Vayasa Stabana Para, which is having much benefit or much property in Vayastabana. Vayastabana means delaying of aging or maintenance of the youthfulness. Then we can process it with various drugs by the 1,000 times. Sahasra Viryam Vididur, Kridam Karma Sahasra Krida is mentioned. Then again there Acharya describes about Purana Krida, that is Krida also, if you are kept for a longer duration, the prescribed time of years have been mentioned, that is good for Mata, Apasmara, Morcha, then Shiraroga, Karnaroga, Akshiroga, etc. And it is again helpful for Vrana Shodhana as well as Vrana Ropana. These are the properties of Krida as told in this Dravadrivyadi Vijnani Adhyaya in the Kshira Varga. After that, here in this chapter, Acharya describes about specific indications of Tailam, Grandhi Nadi Krimishleshma, Meto Maruta Rogishu, Tailam, Laghava, Dardyarthi, Krura Koshteshu, Dehishu. Thaila is specifically indicated in Granthi, that is growths or enlargements. Nadi refers to Nadi Vrana or sinus wounds or ulcers. Krimi means intestinal worms. Kaba, Meta, Vadacha, Vyadi. We can cross-refer the properties of Thaila as told in Dravadrivyadi Vijnaniyam also. He says, Thailam Suyonivat Tatra, Mukyam Tikshnam Vevaicha, Togdoshakrit Achakshushyam, Sushmoshnam Kabakrit Krishanam Brahmanayalam, Stulanam Karshanayacha, Beddhavitkam Krimiknamcha, Samskarat Sarvarogajit. So this is the properties of Thaila as told in Dravadrivyadi Vijnani Adhyaya. You will get the reference under Thaila Varga 55th to 56th sloka. So Thailam Sayonivat Tatra, Mukyam Thaila is Tikshna and Vevai, and it Togdosha Krit. It creates or it is causing Togdosha, and that also a commentator says whenever the person is consuming internally, by external application it is not going to affect your, or it is not going to cause the dushti of the tvak and achakshusha, but it is not good for the chakshush, that is eyes. Then it is having the sukshma guna ushna virya kabakritnacha, it is not increasing the kabadosha. Because of the same reason, in Nasya Vidhya Adhyaya also Acharya says Tailamevacha Nasyarte Nityabhyasena Shilaye Shirasa Shleshmadhamatvat Sneha Swastasya Netre, means for a swastha individual, for a healthy individual, there is no other Taila, no other oil preparations which are good for the head, for the daily practice if you are using for the Nasya, because it reduces the Kapha dosha because of the same reason. Shiras is considered as the seat of the Kapha dosha, and there exists no sneha. No other sneha dravyas can cure Kapha like Thaila. Because of the same reason, Thaila is advised for daily Nasya also for the healthy individual. Again, we are coming back to Dravadrivyadi Vijnani Adhyaya. He says, Krishanam Brahmanayalam Stulanam Karshanayacha. Thaila is having the property of Brahmana Karma as well as the Karshana Karma. Brahmana for Krishna as well as Karshana for the Stula. That is based on how we are applying along with which dravyas, etc. These all the quantity, everything determines this factor. Then Beddhavitkam, which is good for the person who is suffering from Beddhavit, means there is obstruction of the fetus, means constipation condition. Krimiknam, it cures the krimi or it eradicates the krimi. And samskarat sarvarogajit, if you are doing proper samskar, if you are processing with proper aushadha dravyas, it is showing miraculous effect. Some sarvarogajit, it cures almost all diseases. That is what about Taila. Then afterwards he is telling Taila is also indicated for the person who wish for Laghava and Darda, that is compactness, and individuals having Krura Koshta. The same in Dravadrivyadi Vijnani Madhyam also mentioned, that is Baddha Vitka, because in Krura Koshta also the person will be Baddha, the obstruction of the feces may be relevant. Then Vasa and Majja, Acharya says afterwards, वातादबाध भारस्त्री व्यायाम क्षीणधादुषु रूक्षक्लेशक्षमात्यग्नि वातावृतपतेषु च शेषो वसातु सन्ध्यस्ति मर्मकोष्ठरुचासु च तथा दग्धाहतभ्रष्ट योनिकर्णशिरोरुचि. So this is about Vasa and Majja. Vasa and Majja both are indicated in individuals who are having Kshina Dhadus by Vata and Atapa, exposure to the wind and sunlight. Adhva, that is long walks. Bhar, that is weightlifting. Then Stri, that is Stri Seva or Maithuna, Vyayama, exercise. Others who are indicated include Ruksha, Klesha Kshama, Atyagni, increased density fire, Srodhasis which obstructed by Vata Tosha, and specific indication of Vasa is it is indicated in Rucha, that is pain, related with Sandhi, Asti, Marma, Koshta, that is burns, Ahata, produced by stick or similar instruments, Bhrashtayoni, prolapsed vagina, Karna, that is ear, Shira, that is head. Again in Dravadrivyadi Vijnani Madhyam also Acharya says, Vasa Majjaja Vadakno, Bala Pitta Kapaprado, Mamsanyuka Sarupoja, Vidyat Medobitaviva, means Mamsanyuka Sarupoja. Vasa and Majja both are Vatahara, Bala Pitta Kapaprado. It provides Bala, increases Pitta dosha as well as Kapa dosha, Mamsanyuka Sarupa, having properties similar to that of Mamsa. Next, Acharya describes about Sneha Prayoga Kala, Tailam Pravarshi, वर्षांते सर्पिरन्यौ तु माधवे ऋतौ साधारणे स्नेहः शस्तोक्ति विमलेरवो तैलं त्वरया शीतेऽपि घर्मेऽपि च खृदं निशि निश्येव पित्ते पवन संसर्गे पित्तवत्यपि निश्शन्यता वातकपात् रोगास्योर्पित्ततो दिव. This is the sneha prayoga kala of this chadu sneha. By how when to administer these different varieties of sneha. Taila is to be administered during the pravrit. Pravrit means that is the beginning or the commencement of the monsoon. For example, if the monsoon usually in different parts, in the southernmost part like Kerala, it will be starting around June first week or by June 5th or before June 10th, it would be starting. So just before the commencement of this monsoon, that is in that particular region, it may be in the May last week or the beginning of the June month, or whenever there is before the commencement of the monsoon, that period is Pravrit Kala, because you can think that that is the peak of the Vata Prakopa, because Vata attains Chaya in Grishma Ritu and again in Varsha Ritu it attains Prakopa. So before going to much aggravation during the monsoon season, before that only it is advised to administer Taila. Maybe due to that Taila is advised during Pravrit. Then Krida is to be administered in the end of Varsha Ritu, means because in Varsha Ritu what happens, there is Pitta Prakopa, the Pitta which attains Chaya during the Varsha attains Prakopa during Sharat Ritu. In the end of the Varsha Ritu means that is the commencement of Sharat Kala. So before going to too much aggravation, one can go for Krida administration in order to pacify Pitta in the beginning, in the end of Varsha Ritu, and Vasa and Majja are to be administered in the Madhava, that is Vasanta Ritu. Then regulations related with Sneha Prayoga during Sadharana Ritu or Kala, that is for the purpose of Shodhana. Snehana has to be done during daytime when sun is pleasant. If Snehana is performed in night, it leads to the Vata and Kapa Prakopa in this context. If needed, in case of emergencies, Atyayike, Taila can be administered during Shaitya Kala, that is Hemanta Shishira, and Krida during nights of Karma Kala, that is Grishma Ritu. That is what the sloka also says. We had already discussed. Then Krida should be administered only during night in case of Pitta Prakopa or Pitta Prakopa associated with Vata Dosha and Kapha Dosha, Kapha Prakopa, or in diseases produced by Prakupita Pitta Dosha. If Snehana is performed during day, it leads to Pitta Prakopa in this particular context. Then Acharya describes about various means of Sneha Prayoga. युक्त्यावचारयेत् स्नेहं भक्ष्यात् अन्येन बस्तिभिः नस्याभ्यञ्जनगण्डूषमूर्धकर्णाक्षितर्पणैः रसवैदेकतत्त्वाभ्यां चतुष्षष्टिर्विचारणा स्नेहस्य अन्याभिभूतत्वाद् अल्पत्वाच्च क्रमात् स्मृताः यथोक्तहेत्वभावा च नाच्यपेयो विचारण स्नेहस्य कल्प स श्रेष्ठ स्नेहकर्म आशु साधना. Sneha can be administered by means of ahara, basti, nasya, abhinjana, gandusha, shirovasti, karnapurana, netratarpana, etc. Which is called as vicharana snehapana. Based on various combination of rasa, that is 64 ways of sneha prayoga exist. Administration of sneha as such, that is without combining with food, etc. is called as acha snehapana, and it is considered as shreshta, that is excellent because of its faster action. Then Trivida Sneha Matra, Hristo Matra, Madhyama Matra, Uttama Matra, that is in lesser quantity for the purpose of Brahmana, moderate quantity for Shamana, higher quantity for the Shodhana purpose. That also you can see the reference in the textbook. Dobhyam, Chadurbir Ashtabir, Yamir, Jirindi Yakramat, Hristo Madhyotama Matra, Tata Vishcha Hrisiyasin, Kalpet Viksha Doshadin, Prakevatu Hrisiyasin. That is Hristomatra, Matra of Snehadrivya, which gets registered with 2 yama, that is 6 hours approximately, that is Hrisva. For the purpose of Brahmana, Sneha should be administered in lesser quantity along with Mamsarasa, Madhya, Ahara, etc. Then it is beneficial for Bala, Vriddha, Pipasartha, Snehadutta. Pipasartha means one who suffers from excessive thirst. Snehadut means one who is having aversion to the Sneha. हस्तने जीर्ण एवान्ये स्नेहो च शुद्धे बहुः क्षमन शुद्धतो अनन्यो मध्यमात्रस्य शस्यते ब्रह्मणो रसमद्यादेर् सबक्तो अल्पो हितस्य च बालवृद्ध पिपासार्थ स्नेहदिट् मध्यशीलिषु स्त्री स्नेह नित्यमन्दाग्नि सुखित क्लेशभीरिषु मृदुकोष्ठ अल्पदोषेषु काले चोष्णे कृशेषु च. Again, it is to be given in Madhyashili, that is one who is habituated with alcohol consumption, Stri Nitya, Sneha Nityam, Nandagni, Sukhi. This is about the Brahmana, Klesha Bhiru, Mrutukoshta, Alpadosha and Krisha individual during the Ushna Kala. Then Madhyama Matra of the Snehadrivya, which gets digested with 4 yama, that is Madhyama, for the purpose of Shamana. Snehapana is done without food intake whenever the individual experiences hunger. Then Uttama Matra of Snehadrivya, which gets digested with 8 yama, that is 24 hours approximately, for the purpose of Shodhana. This is done immediately after the digestion of food consumed in the previous day. And Snehapana should be started only with Hrisiyasi Matra, very lesser quantity. Even if it is Uttama Matra or Madhyama Matra or Hina Matra, always you should start with very lesser quantity. With this, we are going to conclude today's session. There is no shortcut to success other than hard work. So please continue working hard. Thank you.